to all you beautiful souls, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you here for the first time, my name's Cheri. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. Today's reading is going to be a yes or no answer to whatever question you would like to ask. Please remember, this is a general reading. Lots of people, lots of questions, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you're looking for a more personalized reading, I do offer private readings, thereby gift exchange, meaning I will do your reading for you as a gift. I ask that you respond with a monetary gift. Whatever amount you feel is appropriate will be perfect. That way my readings are affordable to everybody. If you'd like more information or to get on my schedule, please email me at terrysinspiredtarot@gmail.com and I'll get you whatever information you need or onto my schedule if that's what you desire. Now, looking at today's general yes or no reading, we are going to have reading number 1 with the opal. Reading number 2 with the clear quartz. Reading number 3 with the amethyst. Reading number 4 with the lepidolite. And reading number 5 with the amber. Please select your reading intuitively. Your intuition is not going to lead you wrong. All right, I'm going to go ahead and jump into these readings now. So I will see you guys there. Hello to all you beautiful souls who selected reading number 1 with the opal. The properties of opal are energy, creativity, and motion. Those things may have some bearing on your question, or they may just resonate with you in general. Now, let's take a look at your yes or no answer. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Please answer clearly through the transparent tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. Okay, let's see here. All right, there we go. We'll get this to hold the cards. Okay, so we start with Justice. Justice talks about balance, balancing passion and emotion, balancing work and play, staying in a nice, healthy life balance. Next, we see the Empress. The Empress talks about having your foundational needs met, laying those strong foundations, and also it can represent that motherhood connection. Next, we see the High Priestess. The High Priestess talks about your intuition. It says your intuition is on point. Trust those intuitive guidances that you're getting. Trust your gut. Your intuition is functional and needs to be trusted. Next, we see the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles talks about having put the work in, but having to be patient for the abundance to come in. Everything's maturing in the material realm, so you will step into your abundance, but you're going to have to be patient. Next, we see the Six of Coins. The Six of Coins, or the Six of Pentacles, is giving and receiving. It can represent receiving a material gift. It can represent having the capability of giving a material gift. So there is a material gift here somewhere. And then topping everything off, we have the Page of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles talks about an opportunity that's out there in front of you. You have to take action to step into it. It's your choice whether or not you accept the opportunity that's being given to you by the universe. But you can. It's there for you right now. All right, now looking at this as a yes or no, we started off with 3 solid major arcana, all of which are either neutral or hold a positive connotation, and then everything in the coins that we got to top it all off looks pretty positive. The answer is probably yes to whatever you're asking, but there may be some delays. With that Seven of Pentacles being in there, it could be a sign that whatever you're asking about is going to happen, but it might be delayed. And with the Page of Pentacles, it might also require action on your part. So yes, but with those stipulations. Now let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please show us the situations of group number 1. Thank you, thank you. Two of Coins. Okay, so I'm not surprised that I'm seeing the Two of Coins here, because you got all this coin energy going on in the Transparent Tarot. The Two of Coins talks about having to make ends meet, having to make decisions about how you're going to pay your bills, you know, what is important, what requires, you know, your funding and your material resources. So you guys might be kind of walking the financial tightrope right now. You will receive your abundance, and there's probably a gift coming in too. So just be patient, kind of breathe through it. You're going to get there. The Hermit. The Hermit talks about spending time alone. However, the Hermit also encourages that time alone can be used for inner work. See how in the card he's meditating? This can be used to kind of handle some inner work. The time that you have by yourself is time for you to go inward, see what's going on the emotional level, on the soul spirit level, and deal with the things that are internal that kind of will release your energy. Eight of Cups. Something is ending. The good news is whatever's ending leads to something way better. So whatever energy comes to an end, the energy that starts, because every ending leads to a new beginning, the energy in the beginning is better than whatever is ending. So that's why, you know, in the card, he's walking towards the moon. The energy that's coming in is going to be better than whatever has ended or is ending. And then the Three of Coins. The Three of Coins talks about you being appreciated for your work. That is a beautiful energy to have in this final position, because with all the coins energy and pentacle energy, pentacles and coins are the same thing. With all of that energy, there is the need for kind of some material reassurance for group number 1. And the Three of Coins says that you're going to be appreciated for your work. Normally, this appreciation is material in nature, so it could signify that you are going to be receiving more compensation for the work that you're doing at this point. Now, let's take a look at Oracle for everything. So, angels for group number 1, please. Whatever's in their best benefit. Archangel Chamuel. All right, that is beautiful energy. Archangel Chamuel is the Archangel of Love. And it doesn't have to be romantic love, although she can help with that too. Archangel Chamuel helps to remind us to live in love, that love is kind of our energy that guides us. So if you're looking for love, looking for a relationship, looking for companionship, you know, genuine, selfless love to share with others, Archangel Chamuel is going to assist in those connections. So you absolutely should reach out to her for assistance, because she's showing up in your reading to let you know she's more than willing to help. Now, let's take a look at Moonology for the Hermit. What is there to add to the Hermit here? Adjustments are required. Okay, so you guys have some alone time. You guys, some of you may not be in relationships at all, or if you're in a relationship, you're still on your own a significant amount of time. Everybody has some alone time in their realm normally, even moms. But I say that because I've got 4 kids, and so there are times where you feel like you haven't been alone in like forever. But everybody has some alone time. With the time that you have alone, it's important to kind of adjust the way you're using it. Make sure that you are giving yourself time to do that inner work. That inner work is going to be critical. There are some adjustments that are going to need to be made. It could be to your money mindset with all these Pentacles cards. Remember that you're worthy. If you have any kind of worthiness blockages going on, that could be what's causing the delay in your financial situation. So deal with any worthiness blocks that you have. when you have some time alone, and make sure that you are getting your meditation time in. It's really critically important. Now, let's see the Two of Coins here. Realization. Okay, yes. I think you guys are going to have realization soon, if you haven't already, about kind of what can be done to step out of this energy. And it's probably a mindset, having that, gratitude mindset for what you have, relaxing with regards to money, because if you've got fear going on about money, and with you guys having struggled in the financial sector, I'm sure there is some level of fear, or at least nervousness. Those things kind of cluttering your thoughts can cause more financial hiccups for you. So you're stepping into realization about how to relax about money and draw the money to you. It is going to come in. You're going to be appreciated. Remove those worthiness blocks. Remember that you are worthy of everything you desire. You are worthy of being compensated for your labor and your work. Absolutely. And you don't need to worry, because the universe is going to bring in what you need when you need it, even if it needs to be a gift. Now, let's see the Eight of Cups here as well. Will. Okay. So something is ending. It's bringing in something new, and your will is playing a factor. So this is probably not an ending that's happening to you. This is an ending that's there. You've got an opportunity in your Page of Pentacles in your Transparent Tarot. This could be you moving up in your current company. This could be you switching careers altogether. This could be you following your passions, or it could be, not related to financial matters at all. Whatever the ending is, it's probably something your will is going to start, but it's going to lead you someplace even better. So don't fear the ending. Expect that better things are coming, and that will draw them to you. Now, let's take a look at that Three of Coins. The Three of Coins is about being appreciated for your work. Spirit guides. Okay. So your spirit guides are coming in to just kind of reassure you that you're going to be receiving the material things that you need based off the energy that you're putting in. It is going to work out. Your guides are going to be there. Your guides are going to guide you through it. They're going to help you make whatever transition is necessary for you to receive the material things you need to deal with the material side of this world. Now, let's see the Transparent Tarot, which was most likely a yes, although there may be some delays and there may be some action needed from you. You get boundaries. Okay, so yes. So the answer is probably yes. Many of you probably asking about money and jobs here, because we've got so many coins, and that's just kind of the general energy. Now, Archangel Chamuel is here too, so I'm sure some of you are asking about relationships and that sort of thing, whether they're romantic or not. But there's a lot of financial things going on here. This boundaries card is twofold. The boundaries card here, see how it's all lit around her? It's reminding you to set those good, strong boundaries to protect yourself in all relationships. It's very important to not allow people to kind of walk all over you. You are worth your own value. You are worth valuing yourself. So set those boundaries to protect yourself. That's one of the ways you teach yourself that you are valuable. But also, see how she's got this bright light, kind of at the crown chakra? She's also breaking through self-imposed boundaries, like what I was talking about with using your time to meditate and dealing with that lack mindset, dealing with any worthiness issues. We all impose limiting beliefs on ourselves. We try not to, but we all do it from time to time. It's a normal human thing where we think, oh, well, I could never achieve that. I could never be that happy. I could never make that much money. I could never have that career. Whatever it is, there are limiting beliefs that we impose on ourselves where we just believe it's not possible. This boundaries card is telling you that you are limitless. You can remove those limiting beliefs and step into whatever it is you truly desire. So don't be afraid to go for it. All right, that is all I have for reading number 1. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls who selected reading number 2 with the clear quartz. The properties of clear quartz are energy, purpose, and motivation. Those things may have some bearing on your question, or they may just resonate with you in general. Now let's take a look at your yes or no answer through the transparent tarot. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the transparent tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 2. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. Okay, so let's see here. All right, there we go. We'll get this to hold the cards. Okay. So we start with the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles talks about fear regarding money or fear of loneliness. So there is definitely some fear going on here. Next, we see the 7 of Wands. The 7 of Wands tells us that you have to fight for what you want. You're going to have to put your energy in. You're going to have to fight for what you want, but you have the higher ground. If you do put your energy in and fight for what you desire, you will succeed. Next, we see the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups talks about a new beginning that is emotional in nature. It has a like an emotional growth to it. Next, we see the Sun. The Sun is bright and brilliant and full of positivity. It is by far the most positive card in the tarot deck. And it's all about growth. It also takes any negativity out of anything it touches. Next, we see the 4 of Wands. The 4 of Wands is the commitment card. It's kind of, it's one of the cards that can represent getting married. It talks about doors opening, and it's more the fun side of commitment. It's the wanting to commit to something. It's the desire to have stability through whatever opportunity is coming in. And then topping everything off, we see the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles talks about the need to treat yourself to a little bit of luxury to bring in that abundance that you so greatly desire. So make sure you treat yourself to just a little bit of something. I'm not suggesting you break the bank, but do something a little nice for yourself. Treat yourself to a little bit of luxury, and that's going to help that abundance to start flowing in. All right, so looking at this as a yes or no, I know we have the fear of the 5 of coins there, or the 5 of pentacles, but the Sun kind of outshines everything, and everything else has a positive outcome to it. So the answer looks like it is a yes to whatever you asked tarot. Now, let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the tarot, showing us the situations of group number 2. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Palace of Cups. The Palace of Cups says that there's a lot of emotional stuff going on right now. Emotions are running high. Water is an emotion, and you can obviously see the whole cup is underwater. I mean, the whole card is underwater. So it's time to do a little bit of meditation, really dive into your emotions. Make sure you're okay. Make sure that you are dealing with your emotions, you're feeling them, you're experiencing them, and you're releasing whatever it is you don't desire to keep. Now, the 10 of Wands. All right, so some of you very overwhelmed on situations you're dealing with right now. We're going to get Oracle and see how you step through that and how you deal with it. 8 of Coins. The 8 of Coins talks about you putting in your work. The good news with the 8 of Coins is, yeah, you have to put in your work, so you have to do the work, but you receive the material rewards for the work that you're doing. And then the Tower. All right, so things are changing. Change is not always bad, though. I mean, I know that the Tower is like things getting broken down so that you can rebuild them. But in this particular deck, the trellis is falling. It's not like the whole tower is collapsing. So I feel like there are changes. They may not be like complete life changes, and they could end up being positive. Now, let's see Oracle for everything. So we're going to start with Angel Oracle. Angels for group number 2. Whatever's in their best benefit. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Withdraw. All right. So there's kind of that energy in a couple of these cards, actually. Like the Palace of Cups says go inwards and deal with the emotional things. The Ten of Wands says you're being overwhelmed and there may be things you should withdraw from. And then the Tower says things are changing, which is also a really good time for you to focus on your inner self and deal with, kind of let the universe change things around you, and you just deal with your reaction to what's going on. So in some area of your life, it's going to be necessary for you to withdraw. So take it however it resonates for you. Now, let's see the Moonology, and we will look starting at the Ten of Wands. What is there to deal with this overwhelming situation, this overwhelming area of the lives of group number 2, please? Okay, it's time to release negativity, and your commitment is being tested. There were just 2 for this one. Normally I only do 1 card, but I felt both of them and they were right there together. So, all right. So it's time to let go of anything negative. So anything negative that's making you feel overwhelmed, it's time to release that energy. That's got to go. And then as far as the things that stay, your commitment is being tested a little bit. You are committing to different aspects of your life. It looks like there's a new emotional beginning going on here. There's some growth, and growth is not always necessarily easy. So there are some tests to your commitment. You will be able to overcome these overwhelming situations, though, if you release whatever's negative in the energy. The rest will become more deal-withable. Now, let's see Queen of the Moon. We're going to start with the Tower. What is there to add to the Tower here, please, for group number 2? Creation. Okay, see, that's what I was talking about. Yeah, things are changing. Yeah, some things are getting broken down a little bit, but it is to create something new. And this creation card talks about manifesting. See how like the moon is in her mind, and there's building plans. Like you are creating your future. So let things change. Do that inner work so that you can create the future you desire. Now, 8 of Coins here. The unexpected. Beautiful. So you're going to keep putting in your work, and there's going to keep being rewards for the work that you do. And some of those are going to be unexpected and beautiful. Now, let's see the Palace of Cups with the Spellcasting Oracle. What is there for the Palace of Cups here? Justice. Okay, so doing that inner emotional work is going to bring in balance, and balance is critical, especially as you go through growth periods and move forward. Balance will also help you deal with this overwhelming, whatever's overwhelming in your world right now. Now, Transparent Tarot, which was a yes to whatever you asked. Psychic abilities. All right, so your guides are trying to communicate with you personally with the psychic abilities card coming out. Your guides are wanting you to listen to your intuition. They're wanting you to listen to however they communicate, whether it's through angel numbers, whether you're clairaudient, whatever it is. They want you to listen and kind of know that they're going to be there to help guide you through the changes. They're going to be there to help you deal with what's overwhelming, to help you, figure out where it is you need to withdraw. So rely on your guides, trust that intuition. See how the third eye is open in this psychic abilities card? They're trying to show you through your intuition, through your third eye, through However, the communication level between you and your guides stands right now, they're trying to guide you very clearly and directly to you. So just be open to the guidance and listen. Follow your heart, follow your intuition. It's going to lead you exactly where you want to go. All right, that is all I have for group number 2. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls who selected reading number 3 with the amethyst. The properties of amethyst are vitality, balance, and sobriety. Those things may have some bearing on your question, or they may just resonate with you in general. Now, let's take a look at your yes or no. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the transparent tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 3. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. Okay, let's see here. Once more. There we go. Okay, we'll get this to hold the cards. All right, so we start with the 5 of Wands. The 5 of Wands talks about fighting. It can talk about controversy, fighting, arguing, that sort of energy, or it can talk about having to fight for what you want. But there is some fighting going on for this, and there's some fighting energy here. Next, we see the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords talks about someone watching. It can talk about paying attention to details and needing to pay attention to the details. Or it can say someone's keeping an eye on you, maybe through social media. Or it could be you that's doing the watching, you kind of keeping an eye on someone through their social media. Next, we see the Lovers. The Lovers talks about the soulmate connection. The soulmate connection here, normally romantic in nature. So some of you may be asking questions about soulmates. You may be dealing with that in your life right now. You know, having just met a soulmate or having some kind of situation going on with a soulmate. Next, we see the King of Swords. The King of Swords it can represent a person. If it does, the person's highly intelligent and action-driven. It can also talk about having some significant challenges you've got to overcome, some significant things that need to be overcome. Your strategy and intelligence are going to get you through it, but it can represent some significant challenges. Okay, so we're going to stop right here with the transparent tarot. This, even with the Lovers here, this looks like a no for group number 3. The answer is most likely no. You've got the arguing in the 5 of Wands, the need for attention and the possible watching in the Page of Swords, and then the challenges involved in the King of Swords. So this looks like a no to whatever you asked tarot. Now, no is not always a bad answer, though. I mean, some of you, I'm sure, are happy with the answer being no. Now, let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please show us the situations of group number 3. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's see here. 10 of Swords. So something is ending, or it has ended in your life. There's a significant ending going on. And this can leave you feeling stabbed in the back. Like this is an over and done, the door is shut type ending. Four of Wands. The Four of Wands talks about commitment. It talks about doors opening. Some of you may be getting married. That may be why the Lovers is here. The Four of Wands can talk about getting married. There are really two cards that symbolize that kind of energy. That's the Hierophant and the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is the more fun side of getting married. The desire to make that commitment. The desire to, to flow into that energy. It also talks about opportunity. Like you can see the door is opening. This says that opportunities are coming in. The door is open. Ace of Coins. There is a new material beginning here. So this is, this can be a new job. It can be a career change. It can be, a promotion. It is something that starts new that brings in material positive impact. And then the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands says that things are moving quickly. Situations are moving quickly. It can also signify that there are lots of spirit guide messages coming in for you right now. So pay attention to what your guides are trying to tell you as you move forward. Now, let's get Oracle for everything. We're going to start with Angel Oracle. Angels for group number 3. Kindness. Okay, so let kindness guide you. Make sure that kindness is your energy as you deal with any and every person and animal. And I mean, you can see that she's got a puppy there. So just make sure that kindness is your guide as you go about your day and your life. Kindness is going to really be the energy that you want to put out, so that it's the energy that you receive back as well. Now let's see the Ten of Swords. Whatever this ending is, whatever guidance there is for the ending, a win-win outcome is forecast. All right, that's good news. So whatever this ending is, even if it left you kind of feeling stabbed in the back and was kind of salty, a win-win outcome is forecast. So this ending is not a bad thing. It's going to lead to a win. Now, let's see. I want to see Moonology for the Eight of Wands. What is there for the Eight of Wands here, please? Power. Okay, so things are picking up and moving faster in a very powerful way. Also, part of your power comes from this guidance that's coming in for you. You have the power to understand the way that your guides speak to you, and they are trying to take you into a situation where you are quickly moving into a power role in your life. So that is a very powerful energy, things quickly moving forward, but it seems like they're moving forward in a really good way. Now let's see the Ace of Coins out of Queen of the Moon. Self-love. Okay. As you step into whatever this new material beginning is, self-love is going to be critical. Especially if you're starting a new job, make sure you take care of you. Like, there are stresses, even though it's good news and like it's a good thing because it's got a good material impact on your life, it can still be stressful. It can still stress you out for sure, because it's, change. We all have trouble dealing with change, and a new beginning is nothing if it's not change. So self-love is critically important here. Make sure you're taking care of you, doing the things for yourself that you would do for your significant other, for your best friend, for your child, whoever it is you love the most. That kind of love needs to be directed right back at you as well. Now, let's see the Four of Wands. What is there to add to the Four of Wands here? Boundaries. Okay, so this boundaries card, it's twofold. Like, it talks about setting those healthy boundaries in our relationships. So if you're getting married, if you're making that kind of commitment, make sure that those boundaries are in place. Boundaries are not mean. Boundaries are to protect us, and they are to help things flow so that everyone knows kind of what behavior is acceptable and what's not. And then also, this boundaries card is about breaking through those self-imposed boundaries. So as these doors open and the opportunities come in, make sure that you've removed those self-imposed boundaries. You can do whatever you want. You are limitless. So take some time. If you believe, oh, well, I could never be this happy. I could never have this job. I could never. If it starts with I could never, it needs to be erased. If you desire it, then the I could never needs to be erased. Remove those limiting beliefs, and you will be able to do anything you want because you're limitless. Now, Transparent Tarot. Inspiration. All right. So the answer to your question was no. And whether or not that's a good answer for you, it's pretty clearly a no there. The reason that it's a no is because it's going to inspire something positive, or it is inspirational in being no. Inspiration has some bearing either on your question or on the answer being no. All right, that is all I have for reading number 3. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls who selected reading number 4 with the lepidolite. The properties of lepidolite are rest, sleep, and dreaming. Those things may have some bearing on your question, or they may just resonate with you in general. Now, let's take a look at your yes or no. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the transparent tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 4. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. Okay, let's see here. Once more. All right, there we go. We'll get this to hold the cards. Okay. So we start with the Fool. The Fool talks about a new beginning. It can be a new beginning where you jump in without like completely looking at what's going into it or the situation, but it is a significant new beginning in your realm. One of the most significant beginnings represented in the tarot. So this is a real significant start for you. Next, we see the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles talks about treating yourself to a little bit of luxury to bring in that abundance you're desiring. So maybe just doing something a little bit nice for yourself, not suggesting you break the bank by any stretch of the imagination, but do something a little extra for you. And it's going to help draw in that abundance that you desire. Now, next we see the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups talks about looking at what you've lost versus looking at what you still have versus looking at what you have to be grateful for. It is important to break up that energy, shift your focus from the loss to what you have. So gratitude is the best way to do that. We all have something to be grateful for, no matter what the loss looks like. Sunshine, the wind, the rain, the sound of birds, a butterfly. You know, there is something in your life to be grateful for sure. The fact that you are alive and you're getting to experience this earthly realm, even when it's difficult, there is something to be grateful for. So shift that focus to gratitude. It'll help break up that 5 of Cups energy. Next, we see the World. The World talks about completion. Okay, so something coming to completion could be a karmic cycle. It's normally something that is beneficial to you or helpful to you in your realm. It is something coming to completion. Next, we see the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles is fear or worry with regards to normally financial, material things. It can be fear and worry about loneliness, but more often than not, it has to do with fear about money, fear of poverty, that sort of thing. That energy, letting yourself focus on fear or focus on the loss, those energies can draw in more of what we don't want. So just make sure that you shift your focus. Remember that money's going to flow in when you need it. Like I said with that 9 of Pentacles, it's time to do something a little bit nice for yourself to draw the money in. The universe is going to send the money right when you need it. And then topping everything off, we have the 2 of Wands. The 2 of Wands talks about partnerships flourishing, things growing through partnership. Now, this is a very interesting spread just because of the way it kind of flows together. You have your 5 of coins, which is your fear around money and material things, and your 5 of cups, which is focusing on losses. And they both kind of look like they're feeding into the 2 of wands there. And the 2 of wands is about partnerships flourishing. So these two things together, I think, could kind of be an obstacle that you need to overcome. Because if they grow, they can kind of stop this completion. They can stop this new beginning. So I feel like the answer here to your question is most likely yes. You have the Fool and the World, which is both major arcana, so they kind of carry more weight. Both very, very positive. The 2 of wands is positive in general. And as is the 9 of Pentacles. So there's a lot of positivity here. The 5s really kind of hold a negative connotation to them. And with it being topped off the way it is, I feel like the answer is yes to whatever your question is, as long as you deal with these energies. Okay, so yes, as long as you deal with the fear around financial things. Yes, as long as you focus on, shifting your focus from a loss, sadness focus to a gratitude focus. So this is yes, as long as you deal with the blockages. Now let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please show us the situations of group number 4. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, let's take a look here. 6 of Wands, that talks about victory. All right, victory is wonderful. So celebrating victory somewhere in your situations. The Wheel, that's luck and fate guiding you. So that's very positive energy. Luck helping you through your path. The 2 of Cups, that is the soulmate connection. Beautiful energy there. So soulmate connection. And then the Palace of Coins. The Palace of Coins talks about, firm material foundations. So if you guys have the Palace of Coins in your situations, things are working out in the material realm. Do not let this fear about what's going to happen with regards to finances, or the fear that, things are not going to work out. Do not let this fear sabotage this. This is beautiful energy. The universe is trying to make sure you remember that you are going to be taken care of. Now, let's get Oracle for everything. So we'll start with Angel Oracle. Angels for group number 4, please. Thank you, thank you. Universal Heart. All right, so when the Universal Heart comes into your reading, it's saying to connect to the energy through your heart space. See how it connects all the way down to earth energy? Make sure you're grounded. Make sure you're connecting to Mother Earth energy. And then it's all the way connected to angelic energy. So connect to the divine, connect through your angels, your spirit guides, whatever your belief system is. Connect through your heart space to all of the energy and listen to what's coming through that connection. The Universal Heart can help guide you into what you desire because it's coming through your heart. Now, let's use Moonology. I want to see the Palace of Coins with Moonology. What is there for this Palace of Coins right here? A new start is coming. Okay, good deal. A new start is coming. For some of you, it may be a new job. That may be why you're concerned about financial things. But there's a new start, whether or not it's a job. It's a new start that leads you to very stable material situations. Now, let's see Queen of the Moon. I want to see the 6 of Wands, please. What is there for the 6 of Wands out of Queen of the Moon, please? Trust. Okay, so you're celebrating victory, or at least you have a victory that could be being celebrated, but you have to trust it. You have to trust the universe. And really, this trust card also talks about trusting yourself. Trust yourself, celebrate your victories. You are going to succeed. Now let's see the Wheel. That's luck and fate guiding you. Boundaries. Okay. This boundaries card is all about breaking through boundaries. You can see the little flower that has broken through the glass shield holding the woman. And the woman is enamored with the flower because she has just realized that's possible. Like, this is her moment of realization that it's possible that she can break through and, you know, really escape her boundaries, exceed her boundaries. Luck and fate is guiding you. Like, you, the woman represents you. You are experiencing a transition in your realm right now where you're going to see yourself moving through boundaries that you didn't even think were possible. So just trust the universe, trust, you know, your energy, and know that luck and fate are guiding you. Now, with regards to this Two of Cups, the Two of Cups is the soulmate connection. You guys may be meeting soulmates. You may be, you know, just, you know, furthering relationships with soulmates. The Two of Cups don't have to be romantic soulmates. Soulmates can be friends, but oftentimes they are. So it doesn't rule out romance by any stretch of the imagination. For the Two of Cups, please. Grieving. Okay. So some of you may be grieving the absence of a soulmate here. And by absence, I don't mean that something has happened to your soulmate necessarily. If that is the case, then I'm so sorry for your loss. And just, you know, it's going to be okay. Just keep breathing. You know, you will heal. That is a really difficult thing to go through. And I'm so sorry if that's you. Now, for most of you, this is grieving not meeting that soulmate yet. This is grieving not having that soulmate connection. And the grief and the focus on that could be where this Five of Cups is coming in. Well, why don't I have that soulmate connection that I desire so much? Shift that focus. You've got to shift it. Shift that focus to, you know, I am grateful for the fact that my soulmate's out there somewhere. You know, I'm grateful that at some point in my future, I'm going to meet my soulmate. You do have a soulmate here because the Two of Cups is here in your reading. So there's a soulmate somewhere. They're going to be part of your path. Don't grieve it just because you haven't gotten to it yet, okay? So this is kind of twofold. Like I said, if you are grieving the loss of a soulmate, then I'm so sorry, and, you know, blessings and peace to you now and forever, because that is a really difficult challenge. You will succeed, you will overcome, you will heal, but absolutely, you know, love and blessings to you, because that's really hard. All right, now let's see Transparent Tarot with the Spellcasting Oracle. Okay, let's see here. Healing. Okay. So the answer was yes. If you let go of those more difficult energies, the fear around monetary things, the focus on the loss, letting go of those things, the answer to your question is yes. Healing is going to play a part in that yes in some way. This is letting you guys know that healing is coming in for you. All right, that is all I have for reading number 4. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls who selected reading number 5 with the Amber. The properties of Amber are rebirth, brightness, and strength. So those things may have some bearing on your question, or they may just resonate with you in general. Now let's take a look at your yes or no answer. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the Transparent Tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 5. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top taking 3 to 6 cards, that will get us our yes or no answer. Okay, let's see here. All right, there we go. We'll get this to hold the cards. Okay. So we start with the Chariot. The Chariot talks about moving forward, the driving force, you moving things forward through your will, your determination. However, in this particular deck, you can tell the horses are not moving. They're facing opposite ways. They're stationary. They're not moving. There is some kind of blockage here to the forward motion. And it's something that you will be able to overcome, but there is a blockage here. Next, we see the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords talks about you needing to get some rest. You needing to take care of you. You needing to pay attention to what your needs are in the human level. So take good care of you. That's important. Next, we see Temperance. Temperance talks about balance. This is balancing passion and emotion. And look, it's balancing water and fire with a rainbow. So this is ultimate balance and finding that balance, focusing on that balance. Next, we see the Hierophant. The Hierophant talks about foundational energy. It can represent getting married, has very foundational energy to it. It can talk about going back to school, to change careers, or even finding a belief set that works for you. And then topping everything off, we have the Tower. The Tower is about things kind of breaking down and changing to rebuild things new. Okay, so with this particular Chariot having that stuck energy, and then the Four of Swords reminding you to take a break and rest, the Tower saying things are being broken down to be rebuilt new, and the Hierophant kind of symbolizing that foundational energy. Look how the lightning is splitting the tree. Like, it is saying that there are foundational changes happening here. Now, the good news is you're told with Temperance, balance. Focus on the balance. You will get through this transition for sure. Like, you'll make it through. Balance is going to help. But it is going to be kind of a foundation changing transition for you. And there is some blockage that is kind of stalling you moving forward. It could be that that need for rest, that need for care for yourself. All right, so all of that together, especially laid out with the Tower kind of bisecting the tree, this looks like a no to whatever you asked, Tarot. Now, let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. Please show us the situations of group number 5. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, let's see here. 5 of Wands, that talks about fighting, controversy, that kind of argument energy. Page of Swords. The Page of Swords says you need to pay attention to the details in some aspect of your life, or it can talk about watching. Someone watching you, maybe through your social media, or you watching someone else, maybe through their social media. Strength. You have the strength to deal with everything that's going on here. This is some heavier energy. There seems to be like a real significant foundational transition going on here. You have the strength to overcome all of it. You have the strength to deal with it, go through it, and come out on the other side of it in a better stance. And then the Palace of Cups. The Palace of Cups says you need to take some time. This really kind of goes with that Four of Swords there. The Palace of Cups is about dealing with emotional things. This says stop. Do some meditation. Go inward. Find out what's going on inside you on the emotional level. You may be moving so fast that you're not really connecting with your own emotions. So take some time, do some meditation, deal with the emotions you're feeling. You can't run from them. You've got to kind of deal with them, process them, feel them, and then release them. Now, let's take a look at Oracle for everything. We're going to start with the Angel Oracle deck. Angels for group number 5, please. Archangel Raphael. All right, Archangel Raphael talks about healing. And healing, like with the healing, just needs to happen here. There may be some stuck energy because you've just pushed yourself too hard for too long. And so everything's kind of taking a pause at this point. Archangel Raphael is going to be there to assist with healing. Feel free to call out for assistance. He wants you to know he's there for you. Now, let's see the Five of Wands. What is there to add to the Five of Wands here? Emotions are running high. That's what I was talking about with the Palace of Cups. Emotions are running high and you have to deal with them. The emotions running high is probably what's causing this argument, fight, wherever that's happening. Emotions are causing it. So take some time and deal with the emotional aspects to kind of remove some of this argumentative fighting energy. Now the Page of Swords. It's time to take action. Okay. So however that Page of Swords resonates for you. If you are watching someone and it's, you know, an issue in some way, maybe stop. You know, if someone is, you know, paying attention to you and they're, you know, kind of, you know, following you online and, you know, causing some form of issue there, it's time to take action and maybe, you know, put those blockages in place that need to happen to kind of free you from that energy. And if this is you paying attention to detail, the time is now. If you're making a large purchase, pay attention to that paperwork. The time is now for you to pay attention to all the details of what's going on. One of those being your health. Make sure you are paying attention to you. Make sure you are taking care of yourself and doing what you need to for you. Now, let's see that Palace of Cups, all that emotion energy. What is there for the Palace of Cups? Long night moon, the darkness. Okay. So there is a heavy energy to all this emotion. Emotions are running high. It's causing fighting. There's a heavy energy to the emotion. Things have clearly happened that have caused kind of an emotional turbulence here. You will come out of this. It will take time. You have to process these emotions. I cannot stress it enough. You have to take the time to process your emotions. You have to deal with the emotions that you feel. You cannot keep just trying to rise above them. You have to actually deal with them. All right, now strength. You have the strength to do it all. You do. You have the strength to do it all. I know there's a lot of heavy energy here, but you have the strength to overcome this. And it's part of your path. You got the path with your strength. This is part of your path. You can do it. You've got this. You can do it. You're going to have to deal with the emotions that you're facing for sure, but you've got this. All right. So with the answer being no to whatever your question was, and I'm feel pretty strongly about the no, with the Tower kind of cutting the tree in half, that's pretty significant. And the Chariot being stuck and the rest in there, like it looks like a pretty solid no here. Now, let's see here. Financial health. All right, so the answer is no, and your financial health is tied into it in some way. So the answer is no, but it is for the purpose of your financial health. And also, I feel like there's a lot of emotion going on here. So I think that maybe the financial health is coming out because there are some people here asking financial questions, and the answer is no, regardless of what your question is. But I think that the financial health is coming out just as kind of confirmation for those people, because there's a lot of heavy emotional energy. So there's a lot of like relationship stuff going on here too. All right, that is all I have for reading number 5. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye.